All right, so while the UK is seen as the top destination for higher education, it might not be the best country for some immigrants. Despite its prestigious universities and global reputations, several challenges from financial burdens, strict immigration rules can actually make the experience more difficult than expected, especially to some people, depending on your financial status or your pedigree. Now, here are 12 reasons why immigrants might reconsider pursuing their programs in the UK. Meanwhile, my name is Chinyere Ojike. Welcome to my channel once again. Like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it interesting. Number one is high tuition fee. Many international students are charged significantly more than the local students. You have to pay thousands of pounds in order to study a particular course in the UK. I think the cheapest currently should be around £12,000, 10,000. I don't think there is any course at £10,000. From 12,000, some pay 17,000. I've seen a boy pre-degree in law paying 18,000 plus just for a pre-degree, though the parents are, politicians in Africa. I don't want to name the country. So much easier. The person does not even understand because the person is under 20. The money comes whenever he wants. So the high tuition fee in the UK, makes education more unaffordable to some people, unless you have to seek some external financial support in order to finance your education in the UK. Secondly, expensive cost of living. Places like London, Edinburgh, Manchester, all these places, cost of living is like this. Cost of renting, transportation, food, and a whole lot. They are just at the top. Considering the high living expenses in this part of the UK, even where I'm currently staying, it's just everywhere. It might make it difficult for its students to really finance themselves. Currently, my sister had just applied to do her master's in the UK. She was asked to have at least balance of 40 million in her Naira account. 40 million Naira in her Naira account before she can go for her visa application. This is not part of the deposit of £3,500 she is expected to make into the school's account, which is Sunderland University here, before she can get the rest of the details for her cast letter before the visa application. It's a lot more. 3 is the limited post-study work opportunities. Although the graduate post-visa route allows 2 years of work after you have graduated to stay and work in the UK, unfortunately, most graduates are not able to find a sponsorship job that will allow them to stay, after their postgraduate work visa has expired. It's hard though, and this in turn forced a lot of them to return to their home country. So currently, post-study work visa is scrapped for some master's programs, especially if your course is not master's in research or PhD. You are expected to finish your program and then carry your bag and waka go elsewhere. Unless you are single, you might apply for a post-study work visa depending on the duration of your program for you to be able to get that post-study work visa and start staying back. Remember, there are some masters in the UK that you would come to study. It doesn't allow you to bring in your dependent. This is also a big barrier as to why a lot of people have stopped coming to the UK to pursue their master's program, especially if they do not have access for master's in research or a PhD program. Number 4, strict visa regulations. UK's work visa has tight rules regarding working hours or work hours. 20 hours per week for students. You can work unlimited when school is on holiday. Aside that, you are restricted to just 20 hours per week. Any slight mistakes you make, if this mistake is known or found, it might lead to cancellation or someone being sent back to their home country. They are very strict with their immigration rules. 5 is cultural barriers and discriminations. Some immigrants, they face subtle discriminations or overt discriminations at schools or workplaces. Moreover, cultural isolation and lack of representation can lead to mental health issues and affect academic performance. 6 is the uncertain immigration policies. Constant shift in immigration policies, changes, and a whole lot of them can actually affect one's long plan. You might be planning to buy a house or to do something in next 2 months or 3 months. Before you know it, the policy changes, and it can affect one's stay in the UK overnight. Number 7, overcrowded universities. Most popular universities are mostly overwhelmed with international students, leading to limited access to tutors, housing, and other limited resources. This actually can affect the quality of education and overall experience in the UK. Number 8, healthcare access limitations. Even though the students, they do pay health surcharge in order to allow them access to NHS and all of that, waiting times at the NHS hospitals can actually be overwhelming. It is one thing I pray against, going to the hospital. The other day I was down, my son was like, consider going to the hospital. I said, I rebuke that, because you wait for like 7 to 8 hours before you see the doctor, and you would end up walking out of the hospital without paracetamol. No, it is overwhelming. And some treatments that you might require, you might not get access to it as a student. Maybe you might be referred to a private clinic, which will be costing you extra payments. 9 is the weather condition. The UK is actually known for its grey and rainy weather, which can be difficult to adjust to. Moreover, seasonal depression and lack of sunlight can actually affect well-being, especially for students from sunnier countries like, in the West Africa, where we have sunshine all around, in and out of the seasons. Coming here, it can be depressing when you come outside, especially during the winter. 8 o'clock, the weather is still dark. You feel like going back to bed, not doing anything. It can be depressing and demoralizing, to be honest. And summer is gradually creeping in. Yet, today I still run the heater. Everywhere is sunny, bright, but it's cold. It's bad, 10 is the lack of financial support for international students. Most scholarships are limited and highly competitive. Without government or family work, many immigrants struggle to finance their education in the UK. How many of those international students from Africa that our government is currently funding their education abroad? I guess they are limited, if you ask me. People struggle to pay their tuition in this country, because working 20 hours a week is not enough for anyone to raise money to finance or to support their education. And the hard part of it is this, when you come into a university, you have to agree with the financial department how you're going to be paying your tuition by installments, maybe by 3 installments or 4 installments. For instance, you came in September, you already deposited money, and you're expected to pay another installment of £3,000 or £4,000 by December. Guess what? By that date in December, and you are unable to make that payment, the school would log you off the school system. You wouldn't have access to the computers, the library. You would struggle to get the announcements. You would struggle to do your assignment, homework, tests, and all of that, because you don't have access to the school's computer. You are logged off. It is mentally draining. I was there in the past. I used to go crazy whenever such a situation happens to me. So you just have to work hard ahead of time. Get that money available before they log you out. Number 11 is the Brexit related challenges. The Brexit has reduced opportunities for EU immigrants and added uncertainties to immigration rules overall. Some sectors or companies have fewer job openings for foreign graduates. This is just as a result of reduced EU collaborations with the UK. 12. High competition for scholarship and jobs. With thousands of foreign applicants getting funding or work placements, it's highly competitive and limited. This suggests that even a top student may not find opportunity or the role they need. So finally, although the UK offers quality education and high exposure to international graduates, but then the challenges faced by immigrants outweighs the benefits: high cost of living, high tuition fee, and lack of job opportunities. After graduation, you might not even find a job at the end of it, especially the visa-sponsored job that you are looking for. So it is hard. You just have to reconsider, make a proper research, have a rethink before committing to investing that huge amount of pounds into the UK educational system or the UK economy in general. Thank you once again for watching. I really appreciate your time. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, and keep coming back for more.